Hello everyone, and welcome back to Badly Explained, the series where I badly explain things, namely Plants vs. Zombies because it's free on the App Store. Today we'll be taking a look at Plants vs. Zombies 2, the sequel to Plants vs. Zombies 1. I know, very excellent nomenclature we have in the classroom today. Right off the bat, you may notice that my voice is different, and the reason for that is shut up. Left off the bat, you may notice that my channel name is different, and the reason for that is, shut up, stop asking questions, 2 plus 2 is 5. But with that said, let's jump into Plants vs. Zombies 2 and its first world. We start as always in our front yard, which has a giant freaking dinosaur in it for some reason, and plant our first pea shooter. Also, the textures aren't HD, so that'll just be fixed in like 1 minute of your time. One thing you may notice about the pea shooter we have here is that he do be cuter. And that's one thing you'll notice about the art style in general. Everything's a bit more cutified. The shapes are rounder, and the eyes and idle animations have a bit more life to them. Overall, I like it. The brown coats look... Oh god, what is this freaking abomination of nurture? Pretty bad, but I'd say overall, most of the redesigns are pretty good. Except for you. We don't talk about you. Anyway, after beating the same level as last time, we unlock Sunflower, who completely negates my previous point about how the art style is good, but whatever. Look at how lifeless she is, dear god, what did they do to you? If this grass needs to be unfurled, is it even real grass? How are we planting stuff on it? Anyway, after using magical flowers to shoot balls in people's faces, we meet our old friend, the Walnut, who looks like a freaking Reddit mod now. This Walnut also comes pre-planted, so I know what to do with it because I'm literally 3 and I need my hand held, please help me. We then get a reintroduction to Conehead zombies, who do want a taste of these nuts. So no head. We then unlock Potato Mine, who is unfortunately pretty useless in this game. You see, unlike the first game, which gave you 25 sun per drop, this game gives you 50 sun per drop. This makes the levels a lot faster paced and high energy compared to the relaxed tone of the first game. The faster pace makes Potato Mine about as useless as trying to give CPR to a fish when it comes to stalling out waves because the waves are going to come fast anyways. Just like my husband. And you can just place a pea shooter, so it's not even that sun conservative. However, he does have a use, as we'll get to later. To tutorialize the use of Potato Mine, because I'm a freaking idiot, we have 3 pre-planted potato mines and are reintroduced to Buckethead. No, not that one. Who gets his head blown up by Moving on, after I get my nuts gobbled up, we unlock Cabbage P. Cabbage P has been reintroduced here because graves have been reworked in Plants vs. Zombies 2. So now instead of raising the corpses of people Crazy Dave's buried in his yard for not going bowling with him, these now act as a shield for straight projectiles, which makes a lot more sense in my opinion, and does actually effectively tutorialize a lot of the new features in Plants vs. Zombies 2. They also set up an entire defense for me because I'm not old enough to cross the street without getting brutally vehicularly manslaughtered. Once the zombies are defeated, I get myself a bottle of hot sauce, which I guess means canonically, zombies like eating brains with hot sauce. Oh, hello again, Dave. Is that a talking truck? We're going back in time? What? So Dave sends us back in time because he wanted to eat a taco twice like it's a frickin' Rick and Morty episode, so now we're stuck in old Big Triangle land. Then I turn into the British in 1492 and forcefully turn a pea shooter American. This is the new plant food feature where you can basically just super drug your plants to kill your enemies faster. Remember, the Geneva Convention hasn't happened yet, so war crimes don't exist. Honestly, plant food alone completely justifies Plants vs. Zombies 2's existence as a sequel, unlike some other games. Another neat little touch is that every world in Plants vs. Zombies 2 has their own unique set of zombies, with the ones in ancient Egypt being frickin' Joshua Graham.
I don't enjoy killing, but when done righteously, it's just a chore, like any other.
And with that level complete, we unlock Powerups, which are basically just hold the screen until the enemy dies. The next level tells me to survive while using Powerups, so I beat the level without them. Then I beat the level with them, because the game didn't save my progress when I ended the recording. Also, look at Ancient Egypt Buckethead. I feel like this guy would really enjoy making sandcastles. But not anymore because I electrocuted him to death. With that done, we get the map, which is a map. This gives us a really nifty level progression system, which allows you to replay old levels, which is something that I think that was actually missing from Plants vs. Zombies 1. Then Dave unlocks his true American and starts charging me for the right to not be eaten alive. It's in this next level that we meet the Raw Zombie, who just like the IRS tries to take my money with only a short word of warning beforehand. Unfortunately for him, I'm very good at evading my taxes. That is, a non-legally binding statement, by the way. That is legally a joke. Then we meet the Camel Zombie, who has more humps than a penguin with its child. Do not look up what I mean by that. You know that, like, infinite horse thing? I kind of want to see a Plants vs. Zombies creepypasta that's literally just, like, infinite camel zombie, you know? With that done, we get Bloomerang, who's just like my wife, I hope. This is also the first conveyor belt level of the game. This is fun. I hope there aren't like 5 more of them. Ancient Egypt also has this sandstorm thing which blows the zombies closer to where my nuts are. Then I'm held at gunpoint and forced to upgrade Pea Shooter. I hate the upgrade system. Sometimes your balls are enough. You don't need to make them better for them to be worth anything. Once that's done, we're introduced to Explorer Zombie, who's quite literally too hot to handle because of those sexy mutton chops. And also the torch that incinerates anything upon contact, that too. With him defeated, we move on to another conveyor belt level, and a Gargantuar on level 6. Wonderful. Jokes aside, this level isn't too difficult because of this little guy who's basically just a cuter, more overpowered ice shroom. He can be used to extinguish and freeze Explorer Zombie, and also the entire screen for 0 sun. Iceberg Lettuce is best boy, I love him so much. Anyway, just like in old times, we cheese the Gargantuar with some stun locking and some insta-kill plants, and he's dead. He literally disappeared into the abyss. He could not be more dead. This is the however I was talking about earlier with Potato Mine, by the way. This is it. This is his only purpose. Once that's done, we beat another level and make a head bust, or make a bust head, depending on how you look at it. And it's at this point that I get a notification, like half an hour after starting the game, to update the game or something. I don't know. Once that's done, we jump right into the next level. After this, we meet Tomb Raiser Zombie, who licks things and causes them to rise. Just like me. I'm going insane recording this video, Jesus Christ. We then meet Tomb Raiser Zombie, who just like all furries, licks boners and makes them rise rock hard. We decapitate him for being a furry and move on to the next level. And don't worry, Plants vs. Zombies 2 makes up for the lack of ads with a crap ton of microtransactions. And there's an ad after almost every single level too. Thanks EA, love ya. Cutting through the next level, we unlock Gravebuster, who's an actual plant this time.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
He's still equally as useless as he was in the first game, but hey, at least he doesn't cost any sun now. Moving on to the next level, we get our first extra level requirement. Other than just surviving the zombie onslaught, now we have to survive the zombie onslaught, but all of our plants are chosen for us. Which would be cool, except for the fact that they gave me freaking Potato Mine! Oh, you just love rubbing salt in the wound, don't you? Jokes aside, it keeps the gameplay fresh, and it leads to some of my favorite levels in all of Plants vs. Zombies, so I'm not complaining. The next level introduces us to Arcophagus Zombie, who has a picture of Crazy Dave's face on it for some reason, proving that Dave is indeed an immortal time god using all as just simple objects for his pleasure. He cannot be stopped, and all of reality is to his whim. While he may seem shy now, don't worry, he'll come out of his shell soon enough. Oh. Day 13 is another bonus objective level, and just like me, it has molds in its behind, which just means I'm unable to plant there. Just like with me, however, the mold only serves to be a mild inconvenience, and we complete the level anyway, unlocking Choy, who beats even faster than I do on a Saturday night. Bringing Choy into the next level, Jesus Christ, I don't even have all my cabbage pulls out. Why is it already the first flag? Man, these levels move even faster than I do on a Saturday night. Thank you. I'll be here all night, folks. Just be glad I'm not a comedian for SNL. After using plant food on literally one guy, we move on to the next level, where we have to survive and protect the endangered plants. Also, Bloomerang is locked into the loadout for this level for some reason. I don't know why. And call me a victim blamer, but these plants aren't even endangered, because I can literally just make another one. I don't know. After fisting all the zombies, we beat the level, beat another level after the sunflower has all the petals bitten off of her head, and move on to day 17, where the game limits the amount of plants I can have to 14. Must admit, even if the scenarios that were put in make absolutely no sense, they do add a bit of challenge and variety to the game. But oh boy, are they about to get annoying really quickly in the next few worlds. After unlocking my inner Turfile and cheesing this level with my instas, I get the ability to hold one more plant food. With that in hand, we get to a last stand level, which basically means that we have to pre-plan our defense and wait for the waves to come. This was always my favorite game mode from Plants vs. Zombies 1, and dare I say, they executed even better in the sequel. The next level is a mix of 2 previous objectives we've already had. The first one being the mold colonies, and the second one being don't have over 16 plants. It proves to be a little challenge to such an experienced gamer girl such as myself. Anyway, with that done, we gain access to Repeater. Huh, deja vu. Weird. Anyway, with that done, we gain access to Repeater. Huh, deja vu. Weird. Repeater then helps us protect the not endangered sunflowers. Sunlight, more like gaslight. And just like in every other Plants vs. Zombies game, Repeater immediately outclasses Pea Shooter. And if you don't believe me, Repeater's plant food is literally the exact same as Pea Shooter's, except now he has massive balls. Those gas station pills did wonders, oh my god. The next level locks the plants that we can have, and gives us Kernel Pult and Melon Pult for some reason, even though we're not going to be unlocking them until much later. It also lets us use Twin Sunflower early, which, I don't know, it's a game about time travel, I don't even care anymore. So while we ponder why this level was made, let's just admire these freaking launching animations, holy crap. And beating this level gains us access to 25 more sun at the start of every level. Yippee, I am practically leaping out of my key here right now. The next level is just the same level as 3 levels ago, but easier, which I'm gonna level with you isn't good level design. Nonetheless, we prevail by just punching everything in sight. The next level is pretty easy too until— oh crap, Gargantuar! See, all it really takes is the right amount of skill and— get the hell away from my lawnmower! See, all it really takes is the right application of— Jesus Christ! Once that business is concluded, we move on to another level. And it's a last stand level too, which definitely helps ease the tension from that, last encounter. Blazing through, we complete the level and finally encounter it. Dr. Edgar Zomboss. Also, he literally does the frickin' meme, that's it, that's the meme. This Zombot, while certainly not as iconic as the original one, is still a fun way to finish off the world. Instead of dropping down zombies to attack you and occasionally poking his head down to be damaged, this one shoots zombies out of a freaking portal, and is a lot more mobile, meaning you actually have to try and hit him. Randomly, he'll also just decide to start ramming you, just like my husband, but this can be countered with a well-timed plant food, making him a lot more engaging of a boss fight. Also, did I mention he can shoot freaking missiles now? But even with all that, he is no match for my rooted ruffians. And with that, we get the key to Pirate Seas. So join me next time for that, as I try to prevent my booty from being gnawed on. Wait, hold on a second.